Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a quick video on this new moon in Virgo and also tap into the Virgo season. So this is gonna be like a 2-in-1 video. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, let's see what this new moon is opening up for us during this month, or in general, what this new moon is opening up for us. What is this new moon? Ooh, a lot of chaotic energy already. Let me try that again. It's a little chaos. So this new moon in Virgo is opening up psychic abilities and future visions. Okay, so a lot of us are going to be extremely psychic around this time, and it's going to allow us to pick up on certain energy that weren't there before. Again, this Virgo energy is kind of like the investigator. They like to look into things, the logistic of things as well. So this is the energy we're going to be in. We're going to try to figure things out. We're going to be able to pick up a certain energy and comprehend what it is, that what it means more easily than before. Okay, so yeah, use your gift to your advantage. If you're a tarot reader, be more service to others in that way, or just or to yourself, as far as knowing what you may need to avoid or what you may need to do by following your own instincts. Okay, let's see what else here. We got the King of Cups. Okay, and with the King of Cups, I'm getting like a magician type of energy, letting go of past things. If things are being removed from your life around this time, let it go, because it's no longer serving you. That boat in the back, it's whatever it is that was in your life before is now leaving. Okay, you no longer need that, whether it's a circumstance, whether it's somebody, whether it's a job, a thing, whatever the case may be, you no longer need it. It's time for you to get back center, to get back into your spirituality as well, to tap into your intuition. Okay, practice, meditate, work with some water, go near the water, or play some singing bowls as well. Listen to some healing sound, depending on whatever you got going on. They got different type of healing sound out there, but trust your intuition to guide you towards the right one, because not every one of those may work for everybody. You got to find the one that works for you, that's in tune with your frequency. But yeah, going back into solitude, going back center, and tapping into the energy within you and acknowledging your emotions. And this is about mastering your emotions as well, rising above it. Okay, yeah, a lot of releasing. We got the Magician here. It's a lot of magician energy, like manifesting things. You can channeling things as well. This is about you releasing energy, and you're gonna be getting energy back. Okay, so whatever you released, whether it's an old emotion, person, something that is no longer serving you, you're going to be getting something back in return. That's how the universe works. You got to give in order for you to take as well, and you also got to meet the universe halfway. Put in the work, it's going to put in the work, and together you create something bigger. Okay, so always remember that when you're trying to manifest anything, you got to put in some level of work. Okay, you can't just be sitting on your ass. But this is about you releasing and getting something back in return because of what you released, what you sacrificed technically. Okay, we got the Nine of Wands here. This is about celebrating something, celebrating an accomplishment, partying, just celebrating by yourself. Okay, there's a lot of passion and energy here too. It's a lot of good news. You may receive a good news about something for some of you guys. You may be feeling emotionally released, like you didn't see yourself being where you at right now. You maybe went through a situation and you didn't expect yourself to come out strong as you did, or to be this new person that you are. And then we have Season here. Season here is about self, focusing on the magic within self, focusing on yourself. Okay, it's the seasons to contemplate, reflect, think about things that you may want to do, or just observing your environment, your circumstances, knowing what to do and what not to do. We have creativity here. This is about tapping into your creativity as well, working on the things that you've been putting in the back. Start working on projects that you abandoned before, things that you let go of that you wanted to accomplish. Pick it back up and do something different. If it didn't work before, try something different this time. Okay, use this Virgo energy, because Virgo is all about work to the point of overdoing it. So take advantage of this energy to actually give you the strength and the energy to be able to do the work that you need to do, or that you may have wanted to do before but you've been slacking. Okay, so use this energy wisely. This is also about support. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of support around you. Okay, or you're gonna be very supportive of others in your environment, or vice versa. This is also feeling safe again, like you're rising above your emotions. Okay, and you're feeling safe at this time. You don't feel too overprotective, you don't feel too weak, like emotionally, in a sense, or like you used to. Like you feel like you got yourself in control, you got your emotions in control as well. Some of you guys may need to go out in nature. Okay, and then we have joy here. Joy, this is about spending time with your kids. This is about you handling your responsibilities and be content with that. Content being your space. Some of you guys may be parents and you may be content being in that space. You don't see yourself doing anything else but that right now. So yeah, this is about you focusing on your responsibility and taking care of it. This can be anything. And then we have Maya, giving and receiving. What did I say? With this card here, I picked up on it. Giving and receiving. Okay, my this is about balance. Okay, you need to learn how to give and receive. You need to let go in order for you to receive. You need to allow your heart to be lighter than the feather. Don't carry any unhealthy emotion, any unnecessary feelings that you may have towards anybody, towards yourself, even most importantly. Because the biggest thing, the biggest critics are our own selves. We are critical of our own selves a lot. Okay, so by you letting go of any criticism you have towards yourself, or any negative things that you subconsciously tell yourself, you're gonna be able to gain a lot more from that, because now you're making space for what is good, for what is what you see good in you that you may want to start embodying more. Okay, this is about you letting go of any past emotions towards somebody in general or something, and allowing your heart to be as light as the feather. The feather for me is more so like freedom, in a sense. And the more heavier your heart is, the more is weighting you down, the less free you are, because you have so much baggage that you need to carry around with you, and it's affecting whatever space you end up in, because you carry all these baggages. Okay, so when you release them, the freer and lighter you feel, and you're able to be more freer and go anywhere else you may want to go. But until you let go of these baggages that are waiting in your heart, you're not going to be able to move as fast as you may want to. You're always going to hit blockages. You always need to take stops, because you feel tired and overwhelmed by everything that is happening to you in your life, because of all these baggages you carry. Sometimes it's all about just the energy that you may need to release in order for you to move forward rightly. Okay, because sometimes you may think, oh, we need to do this, we need to do more, and you take on more and more and more without you releasing whatever you already have internally, which can be like a spiritual thing. It doesn't have to be physical all the time. A lot of us, we may think, oh, when we do work, right, spiritual work, we do physical things, in a sense, as for using these things and that, right? It's cool, but it's the intention that matters the most, because it's connected to the spiritual. When you think about it, physical is like things, whatever we use, whatever we can see in front of us. But spiritual is the feeling, the thought, the energy that we get, the electricity that runs through our body. So once you're able to tap into those energy and be able to feel it, be in the present moment, within that moment, and allow your intention to work with you, to work through you, to get rid of any unnecessary baggage. So one thing that I do to help me release is, and it works all the time, right? You have to cry. If you can't cry, when you're doing your release, your energy release, then you didn't really do the work. Okay, if you ever do any kind of work at all and you don't end up crying, you didn't really release like that, and you're gonna keep finding yourself wanting to do that over and over and over again, or you're always gonna keep feeling the same way. So what I do is, because the power is in your hand, you do everything with your hand. Okay, there's a portal running through your hand. When you do this, you can feel the energy in your hand, and when you feel the energy in your hand, you're able to feel it run through your whole body as well. Okay, so what I do is I set my intention in my hand, right? And I go through my body, my whole body, like I'm scanning my body with my hand. Okay, this one can be my stomach, this one can be on my head. It doesn't matter which one you feel more called to. You know, you have to trust your intuition when you're doing this. You have to trust your gut feeling. Okay, the one thing, before I even continue, the one thing that works the most is when you trust yourself, because you know you are connected to your own internal body. You are connected to your higher self. You are connected to the energy that creates and that forms your frequencies and vibration, which makes you attract different energy towards you. So when you tap into that energy that is unique to you, you're going to be able to see what works for you best. Okay, some things may work for most people than others, but there's specifically certain things that when you trust yourself and you listen to your own self, you're going to realize what it is that you may need to do that may work best for you. Okay, because you know you more than anybody else's know you. Okay, so yeah, like once you tap into like this energy, you're gonna know what works for you best. Okay, so just listen to yourself. But again, like what works for me specifically, like I'm saying, this is the example that works for me. Like I said, I scan my whole body, right, and I put my hand wherever it is, and I set my intention, and I allow myself to feel. And every single time I end up crying. I always end up crying. And the more intention I set into that space, whatever space has more energy, more blockages, or carrying more heavy energies, is the area where I'm going to be feeling more emotions, right? And I'm going to start crying more. Okay, so how you know that is working is when you go through that space again and you don't feel emotionally overwhelmed. You know, you feel more released, like you feel calm, right? So you may want to try this, see how it works for you. But it's about you allowing your heart to be lighter than the feather. Okay, becoming lighter and getting rid of any unnecessary baggage you may be holding on to. Okay, alrighty, now let's tap into this Virgo season and the message that Spirit has for us for this Virgo season, what we need to focus on. Okay, this is what Spirit wants you to know as far as this Virgo season. Okay, we got begin writing now. For some of you guys, you need to start creating. You need to start writing, creating, expressing your thought, whatever the case may be. Again, this can be in the form of you writing a book, or you just writing, or you creating a podcast, or just expressing yourself. But you need to create, and you need to begin writing now. Some of you guys need to write your intention, and then start repeating it to yourself every single time you do your affirmations, throwing it in there. But yeah, this is about you beginning to write your own story. You begin to write your own where you want your life to go, your intentions. Just create and express yourself, express your truth, express what you know, because we all know something, okay, that somebody doesn't know, or we all know something in general. So you always have something to express. Yeah, you may be getting pregnant, or you may be giving birth, or you may be adopting, whatever the case may be. But this is about you focusing on your trigger, and this can also mean focusing on your responsibility, focusing on the things that you need to work on, the things that you give a birth to, whether it's a new business that you started, or a job that you just started, or whatever it is that is new, that's new in your life. You need to focus on that. But this is specifically focusing on children, or most importantly focusing on your children, and spending some time with them. We have the answer the call. Okay, answer the call. Explore, travel, and live. You are being called this Virgo season to explore more of yourself. Okay, explore more places that you've never been before, places that you've been wanting to go but you haven't had the time to do it, maybe because you've been working a lot, or you've been having so much other things to do, but you've been called to explore more. Take a trip, travel, go somewhere nice for yourself. Just take some time to like explore the nature, or nature in general, or the things around you, places that feel very calm, like the waters, or nature, whatever it is, right? But you're being called to explore it, and just take some time to yourself to do that. We have enjoy music. This Virgo season, you're being called to enjoy music, instrument, make some sound, listen to some healing sound, again like I said earlier, or make some music if you're a musician, or just listening to music in general that makes you feel at peace, like some spiritual music that heals the soul, like heals your spirit in a sense as well, or even music that makes you want to dance. Whatever your favorite music are, listen more to it this month, or this Virgo seasons. Okay, we have teach and share, instill, instruct, and educate. Maybe certain things going on when it comes to education, collectively, or something's gonna happen in the school, or again, this is about teaching and sharing. This is calling you to share your wisdom, your knowledge to other people. Be the teacher, tap into that Sagittarius energy, using your wisdom to help other people, and you're gonna be helping yourself through that as well. But this is about you learning too, or being taught, you having a teacher that's teaching you how to do something, or you taking a course or something. But yeah, this is about getting an education, maybe starting a new course, or you may be going to school for something, or starting a program for something. But this is also mostly like some spiritual stuff that you're learning as well, or that you may be teaching. Virgo season, family connections, healing family connections, or connecting with family, more, respecting your family, people, kinship, so spending time with your family, or the people that you consider family, and yeah, connecting more, creating that bond more, reinforcing that bond, working through your issues, working through your differences, coming together to help one another. Yeah, and most importantly, open to love, being open to love. Okay, we had the heart for the new moon in Virgo reading in the beginning, as far as allowing your heart to be lighter than the feather, and we have here open to love, and love is connected to your heart. Okay, love is formed through your heart, right? So, or expressed through your heart. Now, open to love is being open to a higher form of love, acceptance of yourself. Okay, being kind to yourself, being respectful of yourself, just knowing what you want, who you are, and what you're willing to allow or not. Loving yourself more, accepting love from other people as well. Everybody got their own way of showing love. Okay, so don't be too caught up on like a specific way that someone may be showing you love, or just because somebody doesn't do one thing means that they don't love you. Okay, so you have to be able to know that everybody has a different way of expressing the love. Okay, so don't misinterpret somebody or misjudge somebody just because they may not be showing you what you want to see. Okay, and this is relationships, so it's a lot going on in relationships, a lot of relationship changing, passion changing, fulfillment, things that fulfills you are changing as well. Maybe asking yourself what fulfills you. Things that may have fulfilled you in the past may not be fulfilling you now, and it's time for you to change certain things you were passionate about before, you're not passionate about this time, and you may need to change some of that. Or relationship are changing as well, or transforming. So yeah, you're also being called to be patient about something and just observe, wait it out. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Happy Virgo seasons, happy solar return to all Virgos, and happy new moon in Virgo. Stay spiritually protected and out of trouble.